In a secure, climate-controlled vault at Yale University lies a book that shouldn't exist. It's a survivor from the 15th century, its vellum pages filled with a language that has no name, depicting plants that have never grown on Earth, and diagrams of stars we cannot identify. For 600 years, it has silently, stubbornly defeated every genius who has tried to read it. But what if this book wasn't meant to be read? What if it's a lock designed to protect knowledge so profound or so dangerous that it was hidden in a code that is fundamentally alien to the human mind? This is the story of the Voynich Manuscript. And trust me, it's one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of all time. Carbon dating tells us its pages were made sometime between 1404 and 1438. That's it. That's one of the only concrete facts we have. The book itself is small, unassuming, but open it up, and you fall down a rabbit hole. The text, which we call Voynichese, flows with the grace of a real language. It has a clear structure, an alphabet of about 20 to 30 unique characters, and statistical patterns that mimic genuine human languages. Words repeat. Prefixes and suffixes appear to follow grammatical rules. It looks real, but not a single word has ever been translated. And then there are the illustrations, hundreds of them, hand-painted in simple colored inks. There's a botanical section filled with detailed drawings of plants, except botanists have never been able to identify a single one. They're these bizarre hybrids of different species, or something entirely alien. There's an astronomical section with celestial charts, signs of the zodiac, and suns and moons with human faces. But the constellations they form don't match any known star patterns in our sky. And then it gets even weirder. There's a biological section, which is full of drawings of small, naked figures, mostly female, bathing in pools and interconnected tubes filled with a strange green liquid. It looks like some kind of arcane plumbing system, but what it represents is anyone's guess. This book is a code-breaker's nightmare. During World War II, the U.S. government's top cryptographers, the same team that cracked the infamous Japanese purple cipher, took a shot at it. They came up with nothing. Decades later, with the rise of computers, linguists and data scientists threw powerful algorithms at the problem. Even modern AI, capable of processing entire libraries in seconds, has been stumped. It can find the patterns, but it can't find the meaning. The lock holds. So what could possibly be going on here? Over the centuries, a few dominant theories have taken shape. The first, and perhaps most cynical theory, is that the entire thing is a brilliant, sophisticated medieval hoax. The idea is that someone, maybe a clever alchemist or a courtier looking to make a quick buck, just invented it all. They created a fake language and bizarre drawings to sell the book to a wealthy, gullible patron, like Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, who was famously obsessed with the occult and was one of the manuscript's early owners. It would have been an incredible feat of imagination and effort to create a fake language with such complex internal consistency. But is it too complex? Why spend years crafting a fake that is so linguistically perfect it fools supercomputers 600 years later? It seems like an awful lot of work for a simple con. That leads us to the second theory, that the manuscript is a genuine text containing lost science or forbidden knowledge hidden in an unbreakable cipher. This is the idea that the book isn't gibberish but a lockbox. Perhaps it contains alchemical secrets, like the formula for the Philosopher's Stone. Or maybe it's a pharmacopoeia, a guide to forgotten herbal medicines using those strange plants, with the bathing diagrams showing how to prepare them. The creator might have been hiding their work from institutions like the Church, which could have seen it as heresy. In this view, the manuscript is a time capsule, a message from the past, waiting for the right person with the right key to unlock its secrets. We just haven't found the key. And then there's the third theory. This is where we take a step into the unknown. What if the reason we can't understand it is because it wasn't written by a human mind, for a human mind? Think about it. The plants aren't from Earth. The stars aren't from our sky. The language follows rules, but rules that are fundamentally alien to every language ever spoken on this planet. What if the Voynich Manuscript is exactly what it looks like, a message from an intelligence that isn't human? A field guide to another world, or a message left behind? It sounds like science fiction, but when every earthly explanation falls short, you have to start wondering if the answer lies somewhere else entirely. For centuries, the brightest minds on the planet have stared into these pages, searching for an answer. They've seen everything from a lost language of the Aztecs to the microscopic writings of a forgotten genius to the ramblings of a madman. And yet, after all this time, after all this study, we are no closer to the truth. The Voynich Manuscript remains a perfect enigma, a question with no answer, a lock without a key. So I ask you, what do you believe is locked inside these impossible pages? A brilliant medieval fraud, a lost world of science, or a whisper from the stars? Share your theories in the comments.